Alright, let's build Green Lantern. Spider-Man. Wait, what? Oh, that makes so much sense. KINICH, a Dendro Claymore character because Kave disappeared again. His damage scales with attack, critical chance and damage, and Dendro damage bonus. Onto his kit. His normal and charge attacks are irrelevant. His burst summons 8-bit Godzilla to shoot Dendro beams to enemies in a line for duration, and it works while off-field. Now for his main source of damage, his skill, which allows him to latch onto an enemy and shoot at them while zipping around. When his Nightsoul meter maxes out, you can fire a cannon shot that does big damage in a small AoE. You can fill the Nightsoul meter by repeatedly firing at the enemy and moving into the marked zones on the ground. When leveling his talents, his skill takes priority and then his burst. You don't need to buff his normal attacks, but you can if you have some fun wacky build you want to try. Who am I to stop you anyway? His first passive allows him to fill his Nightsoul meter faster when opponents are affected by burning or burgeon reactions. His second passive relies on the Nightsoul Burst mechanic, which I will explain more about later. This passive buffs the damage of the cannon shot from his skill. His Natlan passive lets him spidey swing around the map and interact with the green sigils like the green raptors that you see around. His utility passive increases movement speed when harvesting some items in Natlan only. He also marks the location of nearby Natlan resources on your minimap. His constellations makes everything stronger pretty much, don't really need to get into it. Artifacts! The obvious set to go with is the 4-piece Obsidian Codex artifact set. However, if you're unlucky, like me, the Hero of Cinder City is also a good set to use on him, which is what I use. Other good sets to use are Unfinished Reverie and Deepwood Memories. And if you're feeling a little experimental or just lacking any of the previous artifacts, you can even use Golden Troop, Marshall Hunter, I probably butchered that, Vorukasha's Glow, Vermilion Hereafter, Tenacity of the Millilith, and Noblesse Oblige. Or mix it up with 2-piece bonuses if you don't have enough artifacts for the 4-piece bonus. Now for weapons. 5-star options include his signature weapon Fang of the Mountain King, Beacon of the Reed Sea, Verdict, and Wolf's Gravestone. 4-star options include Earth Shaker, Serpent Spine, Hawking Stick, and Tidal Shadow. If you don't have access to these weapons, then use whatever you have available. Just remember, high attack is key. Now before we move on to team compositions, I must talk a bit about Nightsoul Burst mechanic. While you have a Natlan character in your party and you deal elemental damage, a Nightsoul Burst will occur. Its only use is activating the special effects of certain artifacts, or in this case, activating KINICH's second passive. As you can see, the mechanic itself has a cooldown that decreases the more Natlan characters you have in the party. Unfortunately, none of the currently available Natlan characters have any real synergy with KINICH, so it's a bit difficult utilizing his passive to its highest potential. So let's talk about current possible teams. My current team for KINICH is as follows. KINICH with the Hero of Cinder City 4-piece set, Zhongli with Tenacity of the Millilith for shields because KINICH can be interrupted during his skill, so having a shield helps to mitigate that. Shangling for off-field pyro application for burning to take advantage of KINICH's passive, and Nahida with 4-piece Deepwood Memories for Dendro debuff and burning buff because of her elemental mastery. You could swap Zhongli for Bennett for obvious reasons, he's amazing, or Farina, or another shielder if you have any like Toma or Diana. Dia can work as an off-field pyro applicator with her skill if you have her, but Shangling dishes out the most off-field damage between the two. Would be nice if Klee's burst works off-field, but it doesn't. F's in the comments for Klee's potential. Emily, Yao Yao, and Kale can be good replacements for Nahida for the Dendro debuff. Baiju can easily fill the role of shielder, healer, and Dendro debuff, keeping 2 spots open for a pyro applicator and another party member of your choice. Mess around and see what works for you. Let's go over some pros and cons. Pros. KINICH is an amazing single target DPS and is quite fun to use. He has a decent skill cooldown allowing for easy rotations. He has amazing maneuverability for exploration and can be hard to hit during combat. Cons. His skill can be interrupted without the shield, so be careful. He can be difficult to use in tight areas or against a group of enemies. There's also the lack of synergy with the current Natlan characters, so we can't take full advantage of his passive. But this should improve as more characters are released. Hopefully they can synergize with him. And that's the quick guide to KINICH. Hope it helps. If I missed anything or got anything wrong, let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, be sure to subscribe for more guides that I may inconsistently upload in the future. Have a good day and I hope to see you next time. Peace!